Good morning, my garden friends. I was out for my early morning walk and I saw this branch of Magnolia. This is a Magnolia Grandiflora. You can see it's probably only, just over maybe about 2 feet. And I thought, gee, that's really actually very pretty. And those of you who know me know that I'm always finding things that I could do something with. And my neighbor walked by and she looked at me and I said, well, I was always the kid dragging home something, and I thought this would make it beautiful, just to put it on your table and to have candles interspersed in it if you were having a dinner. What a lovely addition, and bringing nature inside. But what I wanted to show you guys, those of you who have never seen a magnolia or really don't know what the tree looks like, I'm going to ask you to hang on just one second. My neighbors have a lovely specimen of a southern magnolia. It's no longer in bloom, but I think you can see what, say, one of the early heads. This hasn't actually started to flower. It's put out its seed yet. I'm sorry, not flower. It's already flowered, but this is the inside part. And now I will pause again. And now I'm back at my branch, and I wanted to show you, now this one has obviously, this was the bloom, and then once the bloom opens up, there's a small little piece inside that is the stamen, and then that grows into this cone shape, and then once the cone shape goes from that green that you just saw, it's kind of a creamy colored, and then it goes to the green, and then it turns itself brown, and then the inside of each of these little spots is where the seed comes from. And what I find fascinating is that each of these seeds is held on by just a thread, and the thread lengthens as time goes on. I don't think you're going to be able to see the thread. Maybe you can. But you see how that thread I'm actually pulling it up, and there it goes. And there's our seed. These really need to be chilled. And I think, is it scarified when they scrape it and then plant it? And then that would produce the plant. But these things, we find them everywhere. I mean, they are just dropping everywhere. And I walk on the sidewalk and I walk on the street, and I must step on about 20 of them in the dark, just about every morning. I keep thinking, boy, I bet if you could pulverize those, you could put them into your compost pile and really have a great turning it back into soil. But this particular magnolia has green on the front, and then it has this brownish color on the back. It's really pretty. My other thought was that I had some vines that were growing up the back of from the preserve into our backyard, and I have to keep pulling those because they will just take over. But it's a grapevine of sorts, and if you take them and pull them up, and then you can make it into a circle and wind it around, and then you've got a grapevine wreath. But I could hot glue these onto that grapevine wreath and have a really pretty look. Even if you wanted to, if you had a light colored door, if you put them on the back side, they'd probably hot glue. This side would probably hot glue better to things than the other side. But anyway, that was all I wanted to show you. It's like, Mother Nature gives you gifts, and either you use them or you don't. So, garden what you've got really means use what you have, or use what you're given, and use what's free. And so anyway, I will say I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope you'll come back and see me again real soon, because I'll be here. Bye-bye.